Prince William just made a shocking decision that has left Camilla in complete shock. In an unexpected move, William is doing everything in his power to keep Princess Diana's legacy alive, and it's causing waves within the royal family. What's behind this bold decision, and how is Camilla reacting? The tension is palpable, and the impact of William's actions could forever change the dynamics of the monarchy. The British royal family has always been steeped in tradition, where every decision is calculated and measured. But recently, one royal figure has shaken things up in a way that no one could have anticipated: Prince William. Known for his steady demeanor and thoughtfulness, William has now made a decision that goes against the grain of royal expectations. His mission: to ensure that Princess Diana's legacy remains as central to the royal family's story as it was during her time. William's love and admiration for his late mother have never been in question. He's often spoken about how much she shaped his life, the way she influenced his views on charity, the monarchy, and most importantly, how she taught him to approach public service with compassion and empathy. But what's surprising now is that, in the wake of his father's ascension to the throne, William has found ways to honor Diana in ways that may be perceived as undermining Camilla's position as the queen consort. The royal family, for all its pomp and ceremony, is often at odds with the realities of the modern world. The institution, revered for centuries, is also fiercely protective of its legacy, and that legacy is directly tied to family members, especially the monarchs. Charles and Camilla, now at the top of the royal hierarchy, represent a new era. But what many didn't expect was that William, next in line to the throne, would actively challenge that era by positioning his mother's legacy at the forefront of royal life. It all started with a very public tribute to Diana, something that caught everyone off guard. On the anniversary of Diana's tragic passing, William made a statement that was both poignant and politically loaded. He not only spoke about his mother's contributions to the world, but also reinforced her image as an icon of compassion, charity, and change. But this wasn't just a tribute, it was a declaration. By placing his mother's legacy front and center, William made it clear that Diana's influence is not something to be overshadowed by time, scandal, or public perception. What made this decision so shocking wasn't just the tribute itself, but the timing. As Charles begins his reign as king, it's widely understood that he and Camilla are trying to establish their own narrative, one that acknowledges the past, but focuses on the present and future. Camilla, once vilified by the public as the other woman in the story of Charles and Diana's marriage, has finally gained acceptance over the years. She's now the queen consort, and many felt that this was her time to shine. But William's move complicated that narrative. By making Diana a constant, visible part of royal life again, he's effectively denied Camilla the chance to fully step into her role without comparison. The public may no longer view Camilla as the other woman, but William's actions have ensured that she will always be juxtaposed with Diana, a woman who, despite her tragic end, still holds a place in the hearts of millions. William's decision to keep Diana's memory alive didn't stop at speeches. He's also taken active steps to ensure that her charitable work remains a cornerstone of the royal family's activities. Just recently, William and Kate made headlines when they announced a major new initiative focused on mental health, a cause Diana championed during her lifetime. The foundation, which aims to continue Diana's legacy in the mental health space, was launched under William's guidance, reinforcing that his mother's work is far from over. But the shockwave from these actions reached far beyond charitable initiatives. Camilla, who has worked tirelessly to carve out her own place in the royal family, now finds herself overshadowed in ways she could never have predicted. Though the royal family officially supports the queen consort's work, William's continuous homage to Diana has left little room for Camilla to stand on her own. In one of the most striking moments of tension, during a royal tour where Camilla was expected to shine, the press and public focus quickly shifted to William and his message about Diana. The headlines weren't just about Camilla's new role. They were about William's tribute to his late mother and how that tribute cast a long shadow over the current queen consort. The timing was particularly sensitive. For Camilla, who had worked hard to be accepted by the public, this was more than just an oversight. It was a direct challenge to her place within the royal family. What's even more interesting is the dynamic between Charles and William in the midst of all this. Charles, in his new role as king, has long struggled with his own place in history. He's always been in the shadow of his late ex-wife, and while his reign is now officially underway, it's hard to ignore the fact that the British public still holds a strong emotional connection to Diana. Charles has accepted this, but it seems that William has taken it a step further by actively making sure that Diana's legacy remains a core part of the royal family's identity. For Camilla, it's a delicate balance. On one hand, she's accepted her role as queen consort, and she's worked hard to create her own legacy in the monarchy. Her charity work, especially in the area of literacy and domestic violence, has been widely praised. But the shadow of Diana remains a challenge, one that, despite her best efforts, Camilla can't seem to escape. It's not that Camilla hasn't earned her place in the royal family. It's that William's very public actions have continually reminded everyone of the past, creating a barrier to fully embracing the future. The royal family's future is supposed to be about Charles, Camilla, and their reign. But William's decision to keep his mother's legacy alive, front and center, prevents that future from moving forward in a way Charles might have hoped. It's a reminder that the monarchy is as much about history as it is about the present. This situation raises the question of how the monarchy will adapt to these shifting dynamics. Can Camilla truly step into her role without being compared to Diana? Will William's constant tribute to his mother leave Camilla in a perpetual position of secondary importance? And how will this affect the public's perception of the royal family as a whole? As much as the British monarchy likes to keep things behind closed doors, this situation is forcing the public to confront the question of legacy, whose legacy matters most, and how the past will always inform the present. William's actions are not just about honoring his mother. They're about positioning Diana's legacy as a constant reminder that the royal family must never forget where it came from. But while William's decision to keep Diana's memory alive may resonate with the public, the impact on Camilla and the future of the monarchy is still unfolding. Will she continue to be overshadowed by Diana's enduring legacy, or will she carve out a future of her own? Will Charles and Camilla be able to move forward in a way that establishes their own identity as monarchs, or will William's actions prevent them from ever fully escaping the shadow of the past? As the royal family faces these challenges head-on, one thing is clear: the battle for legacy is far from over. William's decision to honor his mother may have won him millions of hearts, but at what cost? As the monarchy moves forward, how will this shift affect the delicate balance between the past and the future? The royal family's journey is just beginning, and the world is watching to see what comes next.